It is May 26, 2025, 5:28 p.m. And as you can see, I'm out in the field here, north of Fairbank, Iowa. That's Fairbank. There's the water tower just to the right of that tallest tree and by the pole there. And the ethanol plant's behind me. As you can see, I'm in my F-350. See that fender well is detached. It's been that way since I bought it. Somebody just drove by there, V68. So I'm looking into the field here. I've been out rock hunting for about an hour. I left the shed. I posted on X just now at, I think, around 4 p.m. Around that time. I'm not saying exactly because I don't remember. I just posted on X. I'm Wade Allen Heineman. I've never been LGBTQIA plus in any way. Always been male. Always been heterosexual male. I was born 11/4/71 in Iowa, circumcised 1971. No changes since. Still got male testicles, 2 of them, and male penis, 8 to 9 inches when I'm erect, 3 to 6 when I'm not. Locked out of. I don't need to say that again. This is for youtube.com/@symbol WADEALANHEINEMAN. And here's the buildings over here where I stay. There's the machine sheds on the other side. Nobody stayed in that house since the early 2000s. It's got water in the basement the last 8 years or so. We never had any connection to anybody that rides a motorcycle since 2005. Indicated some unknown fraud has called me their dog or pet again. They've never had any connection to me. They're thieves using surveillance to steal from me, coordinating their thievery with surveillance. These criminals have stolen 80%. If you count up all the stones that I gathered out in my parents' fields, since March 2024, they've stolen 80% of them. Anybody that's claimed any connection to me whatsoever that has come up with valuable stones, they're stealing from me. A ton of yellow sapphires was the number one thing they've stolen. Then after that, it would be meteorites, all kinds of different meteorites out here, Martian meteorites, lunar meteorites that I found. And I've identified all these things. I'm not doing this for them. They are stealing from me. So I want to make that perfectly clear. There's nobody I have any connection to that has been into rock hunting. I started doing it March of 2024. There's my scarred finger again. And as you can see, 5:26, 5:28 p.m. I went into Casey's gas station about 4 p.m. I don't know exactly what time it was again. I think it was around 4, and got a drink. And then I came out here directly, and there's been some Harleys driving by. Prior to 2016, almost no Harleys ever drove by here. And ever since 2016, it's just every day that it's warm out, there's Harleys driving by. So I'm assuming, well, I know there's a fraud that drives a Harley. I just don't know who the piece of shit is. If he's the one calling me his dog, I'm the one in the photos. Look at the facial features. You have to look closely at the nose, closely at the facial features, and then look closely at the facial features of the fraud. Just because I'm puffy in the legs and stomach, mostly because of energy attacks, doesn't mean my face doesn't look like my photos. I'm taking pictures of my face. The criminal does not look like my photos. I do. So pay close attention to every facial feature in the photos. They are me. Wade Allen Heineman graduated Wapsie Valley High School in 1990. The criminal that steals my DNA and fingerprints and my things, my papers, my receipts. Apparently they got their hands on my flash drive again. I don't know which flash drive they have, but my truck bag with the flash drive in it was in. I have both truck bags in here. They were my Ragbri bags that I used in 2014 that I bought at an estate sale. And those had my flash drives in them. Apparently the criminal maggots got their little 5-finger slimy hands on those too. So my parents and my family and me all have a prominent bump atop of our nose. So this criminal I know does not have a bump on top of his nose, or didn't. So that is one easy way to distinguish me from him. I have 10.7 inch hands. I've been saying this on my social media since 2018. 10.7 inch hands. If he doesn't have 10.7 inch hands, he is not Wade Heineman. If he doesn't have green eyes, he's not Wade Heineman. If he's not 6'1", he's not Wade Heineman. If he doesn't have a prominent bump on his nose, he is not Wade Heineman. Look in all my photos. They all have a prominent bump on my nose. This person that calls me their dog, pet, cat, animal, robot, horse, whatever their bullshit story is that I'm subservient to them, they are using surveillance to steal from me. End of story. This is my only social media, x.com/WADS2ND. I've not used Facebook in 4 years. Never used TikTok. I've never used Twitch. I've never used Discord. I've never used Signal or any of those kinds of things. I've never been in the military. I've never been married. I've not been on a motorcycle since 1996. No connection to anyone who rides a motorcycle since 2005. I've not been on a plane or jet since 2011. I've always lived in Iowa, and this is where I've stayed the last 11 years by myself. No visitors. No one has been invited to come out since 2016. I've been there by myself. Not even anyone has come out to do any work since 2019. We had hired a Roto-Rooter to come out and see if one of the outside drain lines in the ground had roots in it. Other than that, there's nobody out here since that has authorization by me to be out here. They are breaking and entering and stealing. Every single one of them, the little shits, the teenagers, all of them, whoever they are. I've never tried to contact a teenager. I've never had any connection to one or any minor since 2016. That was my ex-fiance's son, Evan, who is an adult now. And I never did anything wrong to him. He is not a theorist, inventor, blogger, or poet. I am. And he is not part black. There's a fraud, Evan, part black. I've never had any prior girlfriends that had a mixed race black son. The woman I dated in 2006 had a daughter. I never had any physical contact with her. I thought her name was Candace at first, but it's not Candace. It's Constance. And I never had any physical contact with Constance. We only dated about 3 months, so we didn't get to that point where I was, being a male figure in the child's life. So I felt bad for her daughter because she was kind of neglected. She didn't pay enough attention to her daughter at the time, but I had nothing to do with her daughter. So youtube.com/WADE, youtube.com/@ WADEALANHEINEMAN, Wade Allen Heineman. That's Fairbank. I'm out here right now after 5:30 p.m., 5:26. Memorial Day. And as always, every Memorial Day, I think of the people who have actually died for this country, people that are in graves right now, and my sister as well, who died in 2003, and my grandparents. Three of my grandparents died in 2004 to 2006, so it's hard for me to remember what year my Grandma Heineman died, if it was 2004, 2005, because my grandfather died after her, and right after her, not very long, and then, which happens often with older people, and then my grandmother on my mother's side died in 2006, and she was 94 years old. So my first grandfather died in 1995. It was Christmas Day in 1995. He died at noon, which we'll never forget. So I don't have any grandparents alive since 2006, and I've never known an Anna since my grandmother died. She was grandma, and she's the one that gave me this knitted blanket here. It was indicated. I still have it with me. I thought I had the blue one initially, but my brother said that. My brother claims that the orange one is mine, even though his favorite color was orange and mine was blue when I was in high school. So I don't know. I had one of them in my Mustang for a long time. I thought it was the blue one, but I don't. It's too long ago to remember. So, signing off. Wade Heineman, May 26, 2025, after 5:30 p.m. And I've never had step parents or step siblings. I have one half sister that my mother had a child out of. Was basically date raped before she got married. That's the only half sibling I have. Never had step siblings. Those are all criminal liars. And I've never had step parents. Anybody's claiming to be my step parents are criminal liars as well. And I've never been married. That's a very important point. I have never, ever been married. Whoever's claiming I've been married is a criminal fraud.